B. Listen to the rest of the radio program and complete the sentences. Part 2.
Malaysia is divided into two parts, Peninsular Malaysia and the island of Borneo. Peninsular Malaysia is the western part of the country, and it includes Tanjung Piai, which is the southernmost point of mainland Asia. Borneo, which is the eastern part of the country, includes Malaysia's highest mountain, Mount Kinabalu, at 4,095 metres, and one of the largest caves in the world, Sarawak Chamber, with an area of over 164,000 square metres. Malaysia has a wide variety of animals and plants as a result of its climate and the rainforest that covers a large part of the country. Thousands of different species of plants and animals are found in Malaysia, including the rare plant Rafflesia, which is found only in Borneo and Sumatra, and the proboscis monkey, which is endangered. One of the main tourist attractions in Malaysia is definitely the Petronas Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur, the world's tallest twin towers. They are about 452 metres tall and they have 88 floors each. Their construction was completed in 1998 and until 2004 they were the highest buildings in the world. The Petronas Towers are very popular with tourists, and if you visit them you'll certainly see why. Among other things, they offer a breathtaking view of Kuala Lumpur from the observation deck on the 86th floor. They are open Tuesday to Sunday from 9 in the morning to 9 in the evening, except Fridays when they close in the afternoon from 1 to 2:30. A fascinating country indeed, with beautiful scenery, but that's not all. Those who visit must try some of the local dishes, which reflect Malay, Chinese and Indian cuisine. We recommend nasi lemak, which is rice cooked in coconut milk, traditionally served with boiled egg, peanuts, vegetables and a chili sauce. A simple dish, but delicious. Another thing you shouldn't miss is traditional Malaysian theatre. Whether you want to watch a puppet show or a live performance which includes dancing, acting and singing, you are sure to find something to interest you.
Listen. B. Now listen to part of a radio program and check your answers.
Welcome back. It's time for the answers to last week's quiz. Jenny is here with me to reveal all. Let's see how you did at home. It was quite tricky, Jenny.
It certainly was. Let's get cracking with the first question. How long does it take for a plastic bottle to biodegrade? What do you think, Tom?
I think they take forever. So I say 5,000 to 10,000 years.
Well, plastic bottles have only been around for 50 years, so we don't know for sure. But scientists believe that it will take a lot more than 500 years, even as much as 1,000. It also depends on where it's left for all that time.
I see. Maybe I'll get the next one right.
OK. Question 2 was about the amount of oil that can be recovered after an oil spill.
I hope the answer is more than 60%, but I doubt it is.
I'm afraid it isn't, and it's much less than half. In fact, they would be very lucky if they cleaned up 15%, and usually it's much less than that.
And the rest of the oil?
It is absorbed by the environment, killing marine life and seabirds. They try to use chemicals called dispersants to help break down the oil, but many people believe these can do more damage than the oil itself.
It's always very sad to see an oil spill. What about the next question?
Question 3 was what will the global population be in 2050?
I know this one. At present, the world population is about 7.5 billion, but it will rise even more to about 10 billion in 2050.
That's correct. And scientists consider overpopulation to be one of the worst environmental problems. Just how many human beings can this planet support?
Absolutely. And this is linked to the next question. How much water is there on the planet? There must be less than the amount that existed 1,000 years ago because of overpopulation, am I right?
Not exactly. It's important to understand what exactly is going on. You see, there is the same amount of water on Earth as there has always been. Apart from a few astronauts taking a tiny bit on space journeys, water stays on the planet in some form. However, because of issues such as pollution and overpopulation, there is less of it available to drink.
That was a tricky question.
Maybe it was. Anyway, here's the last one. Which activity is worse for the environment?
Well, I think you're trying to trick me here too. So I'm not going to say driving a car. Is it buying non-organic food?
Actually, it's neither of the two.
What? Having a dog? How can that be true?
Just think. A dog eats a lot of meat, and that meat has to be farmed. Some experts from New Zealand say that this gives it a larger carbon footprint than having a car.
Amazing. Right, let's move on to this week's quiz.
Listen. You will hear people talking in 5 different situations. For questions 1 to 5, choose the best answer A, B, or C. 1.
Good morning, dear.
Morning, Mum.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
What did you just put in that bin?
My rubbish?
That's the recycling bin, you know.
Really? I thought it was the big blue one.
It's an easy mistake to make. Take out your food scraps.
All right.
2.
Did you see that documentary last night?
Yes, wasn't it awful?
I know. Just imagine what it's like where we live. There are loads of factories around here.
You're right. They're working day and night pumping out poisonous fumes.
And where do they end up?
In the atmosphere.
Exactly. And when it comes down, it's not only the trees that it harms. Think about the buildings and the ancient ruins.
We should start a campaign to close down the factories. What do you think?
You reckon? I suppose it can't hurt to try.
3.
So, let's have a look at your invention, Andrew.
It's over here.
Wow, impressive looking. Does it work?
Well, I took it out to sea yesterday and it worked fine.
Does it need to be in water to work?
I don't think so. As long as it's sunny, it works perfectly. It doesn't really work very well when it's windy, though.
Will that be a problem?
I hope not.
4.
Hi, Claire. How was your science lesson?
It was pretty interesting, actually.
You're kidding.
I know, it's hard to believe. We're doing a big project about the environment, and today we learnt about fossil fuels. Mr. Walker told us that it takes millions of years to create fossil fuels, and we're using them up a lot faster than they're being produced. What will we do when there are none left?
We should use alternative energy, really.
That's what we're learning about in the next lesson. 5.
You have a lovely house, Marcia.
Thanks. Let me show you the kitchen.
Nice.
Well, I think it could do with a few new things. The oven is the same one that was here when I moved in. I need to change that. The fridge and the washing machine are quite new. My brother gave them to me when he moved house.
Did he give you this dishwasher too?
No, that's the only thing that I've bought recently. It was quite expensive, but it uses much less water than other similar models.
That's good.
Well, I like to think I'm doing my bit for the environment.
Yes, and you have a lovely view of the garden from here.